Good afternoon on this formerly sunny Tuesday in the 305. My name is Frank. Here's 5 minutes of my political ramblings, and like and subscribe and hate and comment below. Tomorrow is the first of two Democratic debates, and today was the launch of Latinos for Trump. Lieutenant Governor Jeanette Nunez was here to introduce the Vice President down in Miami. I went to it today, and it was a good kickoff. What I think most people forget is that when they look at politics, they think that Latinos are a monolith, and that is just not the case. In most states outside of California, Democrats can't win with the Hispanic vote, but they can lose a race because of the Hispanic vote. So generally speaking, Latinos will vote about 60% for the Democrat, about 30% for the Republican, and the other 10% is where the margin of victory or defeat comes in a lot of areas. And today was a good kickoff. We'll see where this goes from that. And in Florida, in particular, Cuban Americans tend to vote Republican. Venezuelans are probably going to overwhelmingly vote for the president. The Biden and Obama years were not exactly great for Venezuelans, of course, in their homeland. And there sort of is that disconnect with the Democratic Party that has been hurting Democrats in Florida and Puerto Rico's, especially the Irma Rican Republican or Democratic battle will be amongst the Irma Ricans. Can they side one way or the other? New Yorkers and Florida Ricans overwhelmingly vote Democrat, but the Irma Ricans, Maria Ricans, at least as of the 2018 election, were sort of on either way. And in a state where a few thousand votes can decide an election, famously 537 decided 2,000, it's going to be a pretty important voting block. Now, tomorrow night is the first of two Democratic debates, and the St. Pete Times, which actually knows how to put together a poll. You're always going to see a bunch of polls, and I usually don't crap on polls unless the results are just without the margin of error. So if anybody ever quotes to you a Quinnipiac poll, roll it up and use it as toilet paper. But the St. Pete Times poll, I tend to believe 47% of Democrats, as of today, would vote for Biden as their nominee. That is more than the 24 I don't have enough fingers and toes to count 24 Democrats. My challenge, as I put in Facebook, name me 10 of them, not name Biden, without having to look it up in Wikipedia and pronounce them right. I know my pronunciations suck, but that's because most of them aren't worth the time figuring me out of me figuring out how to say them. But Biden is 47%. And for the next two nights, on Wednesday and Thursday, if you are supporting a particular Democratic candidate and they are not attacking 45 and they are not attacking Joe Biden, they are not winning this race. As I've said before, as I said in my previous video, Elizabeth Warren, she needs to win that debate. She's the only big kid in the first debate, relative, and if she doesn't, her campaign will go off the rails. The second debate, it's all knives, all guns, all everything against Joe Biden. You can't really fish in something with Trump. I mean, you can. You're going to get some loud pops, but at the end of the day, you got to take down the king. And at 47%, in a three-person race, this would pretty much be over. Then along a 25-person race. So that's why over the last 2 weeks, you've seen every single thing that Biden has ever said, has exposed, will be out there, whether it be plagiarism from the '88 campaign or the crime bill or busing from the 70s or, heaven forbid, working with people you don't like segregationists. All are on the table, and all the knives are going to be out. And it's going to be interesting. It'll also be interesting who is playing for the vice presidential role. And so in the final minute, I think the ones that are playing for vice president are the ones that are going to, in the first debate, throw up the ball so that Biden can dunk it. And I will give my comments about post and pre-debate coverage on both of them. But my time is up, and I will give you my pregame thoughts tomorrow. But again, interesting day. The campaign kind of officially kicks off tomorrow for the Democrats with the first presidential debate. And I will see you next time. Bye.